So many of you probably already know this by now, but Spotify is partnering with Sony to make the new PlayStation Music service, which is it's a bit better branding. Um, it's a good idea, and Music Unlimited got a really bad rap when the PS4 first came out. Music Unlimited was $10 a month across all platforms, or $4.99 a month on PlayStation 4, which is not a bad deal. They updated the app in the first quarter of last year, and it worked beautifully. And I was very happy with it. I paid for it all last year until local music support was added to the PlayStation in November, December, something like that. November. It had to have been. It was actually October when the patch came out. Sorry. So I haven't had a use for it, so I stopped my subscription because what I ended up doing was taking a hard drive that had an external hard drive that had its own power source. That's very important. I formatted it to FAT32 and put all of my music on it, which is almost 300 gigabytes. And I plugged that into my PlayStation 4, and I'm able to listen to of my all of my music at my beck and call. It supports playlists. It's very great. But this service definitely intrigues me because Spotify is one of the most used music services in the world. They're rumored to be getting podcast support shortly. They do offer comedy channels and that sort of thing. So even though I may not need it for music, unless it's music I don't have, which is not much, um, I may use it for comedy or something like that. My concern when I heard about this was that you would not be able to use the Spotify free service, which is ad supported, which I'm not a fan of, but you know what? It's free. Doesn't cost me a fucking dime. And they confirmed later in the day through Sony that the ad supported free version of Spotify will work in the application as well as during gameplay. So there's really no downside to this at all. Music Unlimited, a service that people really didn't care for, is going away. Users who used that service will have access to it for a month during the changeover process, and will have free access to the new PlayStation Music application um, during this changeover, so they're not losing anything. Music Unlimited being something where you didn't have access to your own music, certainly it's not. There's nothing to be lost there except perhaps some playlists and things. And playlists are relatively easy to make. I last night I dabbled with the Spotify app on Android. I had originally signed up for Spotify with my Facebook account, and for whatever reason, the login just was not working. So I made a new one. Luckily, my username was available, so I didn't have to worry about that. And I was able to take the new account and link it to Facebook. So I don't know what really happened. All I know for sure is that I have an account. I have the app on my Windows. I have it on my phone. I'm going to dabble with it. And I'll want it available in the event that I need it. I can use it for free. So this is what a lot of people have been clamoring for a long time. And I think it also speaks directly that the fact they're branding this PlayStation Music that tells, and there is a premium version available that is ad free, has some other features to it, as far as like much higher quality playback and so forth. And it is also $9.99 a month, which across any platform, the breadth of music that is available, I I don't even want to hear it because all of the library problems that Music Unlimited had because of Sony licensing, Spotify is not bound by. So now you've got virtually anything out there you can get on Spotify now, and it's a good price. So you can use it for free, or you can pay a little extra money, get higher quality, and no ads. Really, you can't beat that. It's basically the same pricing model as Pandora is now, although it used to be 35 a year. I think if they're smart, they'll go with a yearly model. I don't know that they're going to do that, but I hope so. So this is a great move for music lovers. If you don't have a thumb drive or a large enough thumb drive, or you don't have an external hard drive with a power supply, and you've never tried Music Unlimited, this is going to be huge for you because you have custom soundtracks on any game. Any game. Because what happens is it's not like the Xbox 360 version where it replaces the soundtrack automatically. That is the patented part of their software. What it does do is play the music underneath, and you just go in, turn off your music, and you're good. Unless you're playing Destiny, which is the game I play the most, which doesn't have controls for the music. I understand that they want an experience, but goddamn, I've heard the music hundreds, if not thousands of times. And it's great music, but I like Napalm Death a lot better. So, there you go. Spotify confirmed as the new PlayStation music platform. It's going to be coming out in March, if everything I've read is to be believed. And it's going to be good for free Spotify users, going to be good for paid Spotify users, and everybody in between. So my advice would be take the time between now and then, get a Spotify account, doesn't cost you anything, build up some playlists, get used to how the ecosystem works, so that when the app actually drops in March, you'll be able to just hop right in and play some games and listen to some goddamn music. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, keep on grinding, or jazzing, or rocking, or whatever your music is. Cheers.